Today.
Great.
So my name is Lenora Pope. I am the Senior Program Manager at the Center for Families. I have a long-standing history with Pathways. Even when I wasn't employed with Pathways, I still volunteered, so I still had like a hand in on everything. So really, I guess I never left, so to speak. But some of the programs that the program managers talked about, like Mother's Home, I was the executive director there, so that connection, they still have that connection there. Coming back to the Center for Families, I felt like my work wasn't finished at the Center for Families, or at Pathways PA. It felt like I needed to be back for whatever reason to have that connection. And I'm glad I came back and that they accepted me. So today I'm going to present to you a slideshow that features our children at the Center for Families, some currently and some who were there before. So this slideshow is presented on behalf of the children. It's titled Through a Child's Eyes. And I wanted to ask a couple questions. So does anyone ever remember laying down and looking up at the stars as a child? Or the many times you played hide and seek? Okay, if those didn't get you, what about 1, 2, 3, red light?
Yes.
Yeah. So it's natural for children to be filled with curiosities and wonderments. They find the smallest of things fascinating and could spend hours playing in puddles of water or mud. Through a child's eyes, we have it all wrong. It's the simple things in life that make a world of difference to them. Things like giving a high five, a hug, a word of praise. As adults, it's easy to get lost and be out of touch with the luster that we felt as children. Our busy lives tear us away from the curious nature of discovery, and we stop paying attention to the little details that once inspired us. I started taking photos of the children that reside at the center so I could capture some of their happiness. The children at the center have been robbed of their childhood to some degree and are sometimes the caregivers in their immediate families. But at the center, children are just children. Can you think back to a time when your happiness was met with wonder and curiosity? A time when you felt loved? A time when nothing else mattered but what type of fun you would have? A time when you weren't expected to be anything else but a child? If those memories evoke ideas of being with children, come and make new memories with the children at the center. We would love to capture images of you teaching the children, enjoying time in the playground, coloring in the dining area, or baking goodies, or even singing a song. You're always welcome. Pathways PA, Center for Families, where teamwork makes the dream work. So the reason why I say teamwork makes the dream work is because it takes more than one person to make it all happen, to make it all come together. And even though we're the Center for Families, it takes all of us here to even make that dream work. We all have, I call it all moving parts to one machine. So our families come to us through the child welfare system. And oftentimes our programs are focused on the adults, which ours is too, but the children are our priority. And what I've learned was that I used to be totally focused on the adults and getting them on their path. But what I realized is that if you actually focus on the children, they then turn their parents' behavior, so to speak. So I get to be a kid at work. Yes. So through a child's eyes, I have a nice, safe room and warm bed to sleep in. I have a tree house in the playground. People love me. I get hugs from staff. Mr. Jean high-fives me. He walks really fast and he keeps the building safe. Through a child's eyes, we have so much fun on game night. Our favorite game is Pie Face. We take turns getting a face full of whipped cream. We like eating the whipped cream the most. Miss Sabrina sure knows how to make us laugh. She loves this game as much as we do. Through a child's eyes, I get picked up by a school bus and my teachers care for me. I have delicious meals that fill my belly. My mommy is learning new skills and I can see the difference in how she talks to me. I have 43 friends to play with. I can always count on Miss Lenora for candy. Miss Ebony braids our hair. Through a child's eyes, we love sweet treats, being loved and shown that we are important. We are the future and we matter to the staff. Nice people come and do fun things with us, like coloring, playing ball, and helping us bake cookies. Through a child's eyes, Miss Tamika snuggles with the little ones. Miss Sheila plays tag with us and talks with a squeaky voice. Miss Dawn teaches us kind words. Miss Ronnie slays the ghosts under the bed when we don't want to go to sleep. Miss LaWanda drives me to the school bus. Miss Sherelle wakes me up each morning. Mr. Joe fixes things in my room and calls me little buddy. Through a child's eyes, I'm learning how to be responsible by helping with chores. This prepares me for when me and my family move to our own home someday. I'm also making $3 each time I take the trash out. I feel good about myself. Through a child's eyes, we enjoy our trips to the Brandywine Museum, where we get to do activities and watch fun shows just for children. The best part of all is we get to ride on a big yellow school bus. We sang songs like Wheels on the Bus. Who knew being a child could be so much fun? Through a child's eyes, yep, I feel great because I achieved my goals as a camper. I am one of many Rocky Run YMCA campers of the week. Look, I've won an incentive for good behavior too from Pathways PA Center for Families. I am proud of me. In this picture they were saying, I love you. Thank you to Pathways PA through a child's eyes. Our focus is on our children and their futures because they are our future. And we're finding that the miracles that we see now is that mom now starts to understand how to behave when you're interacting with your peers, when you're on trips, when you're talking to your case manager, or just in the community at large, through children. So thank you all for hearing me out this morning. Thank you all for being a moving part, because without all of us, none of this would work. So teamwork does what? Makes the dream work.